ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो सर्वप्रचोदयात्. Sai Ram, my humble pranams to you. Dear devotees of Sri Satya Sai Baba, my namaskaras to all of you. Sri Satya Sai Baba says, if you take one step towards me, I take 10 steps towards you. It's true. He holds our hands and leads us always. Whatever may be your wish, it will be fulfilled if you concentrate and pray. We should have dedicated devotion to God. Baba advises to pray with wholehearted devotion, that is, Ehakra Chintana. Now I will tell you a story for this. Once there lived a poor village man. He wanted to get predictions about his future. So he approached an excellent astrologer in that area. Simply on seeing that horoscope, the astrologer was shocked. He did not show his feelings in his face. He knew that the poor villager was going to die that day itself. It was his last day. But there is a peculiar and very costly remedy, that is parihara, to escape, which could not be done in the last moment by that poor village man. So he kept quiet. He calmly said to the man to come on the next day, telling the plea that he had some urgent work. So the village man started walking towards his house. There was a thick forest on the way. He had to cross that. It was evening. It started becoming dark. The black clouds were ready to pour. It started raining. After some minutes of walking, he saw an old temple. He went there to take shelter for some time. There was no lamp, no garland or flowers or any puja to the deity. The compound walls were damaged. The statues were broken here and there. He became so sad. He felt very much. He prayed the deity inside and spoke to it. Oh God, if I am rich enough, I'll renovate and do Kumbhabhisheka for this temple. Then he started visualizing everything. He is fully involved in that work. Mentally, he started repairing the statues. He rebuilt the compound walls. He restructured the gopur and domes. He bought bricks, stones, and cement and started the work. After completing this, he painted inside and outside. He cleaned the deity and the shrine neatly. He fixed a date for Kumbhabhisheka. He invited the people mentally. He did milk abhishek, curd abhishek, paneer abhishek, panjamrit abhishek, and vibhuti abhishek to Lord Shiva one by one. His eyes poured happily. He was in an ecstatic condition. He garlanded Shiva and decorated the whole temple. Then he did Kamphor Aarti to Lord Shiva. He was so happy. His mind was filled with satisfied devotion. At that time, there occurred a heavy lightning flash and thunder. Suddenly, he was able to see a cobra snake above his head. He was terribly shocked, shouting, Sivaya Namaha, Sivaya Namaha. He ran out of the temple. The next moment, the walls, the roof fell on the ground. It was a dilapidated temple. It was about to fall. At that time, he entered, prayed, and did Kumbhabhishek in his mind. Luckily, he had a great escape with divine grace. He thanked God, Lord Shiva, 1,000 times. The next day, he approached the astrologer for predictions. He was surprised to see the villager. He knew that only if a man did Kumbhabhisheka for a Shiva temple, he could have escaped from the danger. It was written in the manuscripts. How could it be possible for a poor man, that too in one night? It was wonderful and miraculous for him. He became curious. He asked the village man to narrate each and every minute happenings that occurred in the previous evening. On hearing the Kumbhabhisheka, which was done by the villager mentally, he became spellbound. He knew the power of thoughts and mind waves. He did namaskaram to that gentleman. He was so great. He considered the villager a great, benevolent, generous, philanthropic, and sincere devotee he had ever met. Then he gave all good predictions to him, and the villager was so happy. From this story, we know the power of our own mind. So, let us have strong and ardent devotion to Sri Satya Sai Baba. He has bestowed his blessings on us. We have been enjoying a lot for the past 40 years. Actually, an astrologer told me that I would have a danger or Gundam at the age of 60. I might meet the end at that age. I was not worried because at that time I was only 38 years old. So I had a hope that there was still 22 years. After some years, I didn't remember and almost I have forgotten. As I was a Sai devotee, I went to Puttaparthi many times and had Swami's Padanamaskaram also. Vibhuti and honey drops appeared on Swami's photos in our house. We witnessed and experienced many miracles of Sri Satya Sai Baba. Unknowingly or automatically, I started a school in the name of Sri Satya Sai Baba and did a rural service for 28 years. It's a surprise that I built a special puja hall for Sri Satya Sai Baba in the year 2009. That is, at my age of 59. I didn't even think of it. Then we started conducting puja. Daily, weekly, and monthly pujas are still conducted here in our bhajan hall. Many devotees, Sai devotees attend the bhajans regularly, very happily. God, Baba has saved me. He extended my life. My husband is also supporting everything. We both do some Sai service. I am a living example for this story which I had narrated. Only after writing this story, this incident has come to my mind. It's also unbelievable. I didn't even think of it. What is to be spoken about Sri Satya Sai Baba is also decided by Baba only. Oh, Sai Ram, thank you so much for all your blessings you have showered on us. You always lead us, you guide us, you guide us. Thank you, Sai Ram.